To transfer ETH from a smart contract in 2025, you need to understand the basics of blockchain technology and smart contracts. A smart contract is a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement written directly into lines of code. It allows for the automation of various processes, including the transfer of Ether. First, you need to identify the smart contract address that holds the ETH you want to transfer. You can find this information on a blockchain explorer website, such as Etherscan. Once you have the contract address, you need to interact with the contract using a Web3 wallet or a command line interface. The next step is to check the contract's ABI, or application binary interface, which is a JSON file that describes the contract's functions and variables. You can find the ABI on the contract's GitHub page or by contacting the contract's developer. The ABI will help you understand what functions are available to transfer ETH from the contract. To initiate the transfer, you need to call the contract's function that allows ETH transfer. This function is usually named something like transfer or withdraw. You will need to specify the amount of ETH you want to transfer in the recipient's address. It is essential to note that transferring ETH from a smart contract can have gas costs associated with it. Gas is a unit of measurement that represents the amount of computational effort required to execute a transaction. You need to make sure you have enough ETH in your wallet to cover these gas costs. Before initiating the transfer, make sure to check the contract's balance to ensure it has sufficient ETH to cover the transfer amount. You should also verify the recipient's address to avoid sending ETH to the wrong address. Once you have initiated the transfer, you can track the transaction on a blockchain explorer website. It may take a few minutes for the transaction to be confirmed, depending on the network congestion and gas prices. Best practices for transferring ETH from a smart contract include using a secure Web3 wallet, verifying the contract's code and ABI, and double-checking the recipient's address. It is also crucial to stay up to date with the latest developments in blockchain technology and smart contracts to ensure you are using the most secure and efficient methods. In conclusion, transferring ETH from a smart contract requires a good understanding of blockchain technology and smart contracts. By following these steps and best practices, you can securely and efficiently transfer ETH from a smart contract. Always make sure to verify the contract's code and ABI, check the contract's balance, and double-check the recipient's address to avoid any potential issues.